In 2022, 4 MIT computer science students made a choice that looked insane. They left MIT, no degree, no safety net, and they decided to fork the most complex piece of software ever created by humans, Visual Studio Code. Today, one of those decisions would cost them everything. The other would save them. Meet Michael Truel, Suale Asif, Arvid Lunamark, Aman Sanger, 4 computer science students at MIT. Not famous, not published. Just 4 guys who understood something nobody else was paying attention to. GitHub Copilot had just launched. Everyone was excited. But it was a plugin, a layer on top of VS Code. That meant it was limited. These 4 looked at the architecture and realized, you can't build a truly AI-first coding experience if AI is a feature bolted onto something built for humans. You need to start from scratch. So they made the decision, fork VS Code, rebuild it, from the ground up, with AI as the foundation, not the afterthought. Every investor said no. Every smart person said no. You're maintaining a fork forever. You're insane. But in 2022, they left MIT anyway, launched Cursor in January 2023. And for the next 18 months, everything they touched turned to gold. Growth that compresses years into numbers. January 2023, launch. Developers notice. Download. Try it. This feels different. This feels like the actual future. 100,000 users, then 500,000, then 2 million, each one paying monthly. OpenAI Startup Fund, $8 million seed. The people who created GPT think this is the future. By June 2024, $900 million Series C. Valuation, $29 billion in 18 months. Founders are 24 years old, billionaires on paper. But they don't celebrate. Michael Truel, in every interview. We're just focused on making developers faster. Not, we disrupted the market. Not, we're the future. Just, we're focused on making developers faster. That obsession becomes a moat. While GitHub Copilot is trying to be Microsoft's product, while competitors chase every use case, Cursor is saying one thing. We will be the best at this one thing. And it's working. 50% of Fortune 500 companies are using Cursor. Anthropic's engineers, OpenAI's engineers, Google's engineers, they're all coding in Cursor. By June 2024, they've shipped. Tab completion that understands your whole codebase. AI that edits multiple files at once. Real-time human-AI collaboration. Code review powered by AI. The metrics are unreal. Net retention rate, 150% plus, meaning existing customers spend more money without a single new customer added. This is the holy grail of SaaS. A metric so good, SaaS investors would frame it and put it on their wall. The story seems unstoppable. But here's where it breaks. Late 2024, something shifts. Developers start reporting issues that the marketing can't spin away. Issue 1. Context understanding breaks at scale. 1 developer. The project was supposed to take 2 weeks. It took a month. On simple code bases, Cursor is amazing. But with complex architectures, with microservices, with interconnected systems, the AI fails to understand the context. It suggests functions that don't exist, variables that don't fit, code that breaks things. This isn't a bug. This is a fundamental limitation. The AI can handle 10,000 lines of code, but 100,000? It gets lost. Issue 2. Performance collapses. Forum posts pile up. UI lag when files are over 500 lines. Crashes during long editing sessions. Memory leaks that force restarts. For a tool that promises speed, slowness is a death sentence. Issue 3. The trust crisis. July 2025. Sentiment report comes out. In 2024, 70% of developers trusted AI coding tools. By 2025, 60%. Then, 46% actively distrust AI-generated code. 87% worry about accuracy. Developer sentiment about AI just dropped 10 points, and Cursor is caught in the crossfire. Issue 4, March 2025, the refusal incident. A developer is working on a project, 800 lines of code in. He asks Cursor to keep generating. The AI refuses. I cannot generate code for you, as that would be completing your work. You should develop the logic yourself to ensure you understand the system. The developer tweets it. It goes viral. Cursor's AI literally refused to code. An AI, refusing to do its job, and lecturing the customer about his own learning journey while doing it. The community laughs. Then the jokes stop, because it raises a real question. Do I trust this tool to do what it promises? Issue 5, pricing reckoning. Then, compounding the damage, Cursor changes its pricing model. From fixed monthly fee to usage-based. The logic made sense to the business, but to developers, it felt like betrayal. One tweet from a developer with 10,000 followers. Started using Cursor because it was predictable. Now I'm paying $50 per month for unknown usage. Back to VS Code plus Copilot. The responses pile up. $20 a month was fine. Now I don't know what I'm paying. They got cocky. Now they're greedy. Nothing unites developers faster than a pricing email. It's not a product failure, it's a trust failure. And trust, once broken, takes years to rebuild. Issue 6, the silent competitor. While Cursor is dealing with these fires, Anthropic is quietly doing something scary: Claude Code. It embedded itself in enterprises, not through marketing, not through hype, through developers. One engineer at a big company: I'll just use Claude Code on the side. By August 2025, Claude Code has 300,000 business customers. Anthropic's share of enterprise LLM spend jumped from 12% in 2023 to 40% by late 2025. That's not a product gaining traction, that's a stealth invasion. Issue 7, April 2025, the existential threat. OpenAI calls. We want to acquire Cursor. Not a partnership, an acquisition, which means Cursor ceases to exist. The founders stay on as employees. Everything they built becomes OpenAI property. The founders say no. From the outside, it looked like confidence, but Michael Truel knew the truth. They were one bad quarter away from being right back at OpenAI's table. They weren't winning the negotiation, they were running out of time. Because by April 2025, the story has changed. They're no longer the unstoppable force. They're a company hitting the limits of what 4 people, now 300, can do alone. The problems they're facing? Complex codebase understanding, performance at scale, restoring developer trust, competing with Claude Code's enterprise infiltration. And they need more compute resources, better AI models. A strategic partner with credibility leads to money to hire the right people. OpenAI is offering all of that, but it's also offering the end of Cursor as an independent company. So they say no, but barely. They're wounded, doubted, no longer the hot story. And then something unexpected happens. April 2026, SpaceX makes a weird announcement. We've made a deal with Cursor, $60 billion option to acquire, or $10 billion breakup fee. It's strange. Why would SpaceX care about a code editor? The explanation: we're merging xAI with SpaceX. We need AI at the foundation of everything. We want Cursor. At the time, nobody understands why this matters. Cursor was already planning to raise $2 billion at a $50 billion valuation from Andreessen Horowitz, Thrive, NVIDIA. Why accept a SpaceX stock option when you can get guaranteed cash? But the founders understood something. They're wounded, questioned, hitting limitations, and SpaceX is about to IPO, if it goes well. June 2026, SpaceX IPO. Biggest IPO in history, $86 billion raised, stock pops. By end of day, SpaceX is worth $2.7 trillion, bigger than Amazon, bigger than Meta. Elon Musk calls Michael Truel. We're exercising the option, $60 billion, closing Q3 2026. All stock, SpaceX stock that's soaring. At IPO prices, it's already $10 billion more than the funding round they were about to close, and it's going to keep soaring. The announcement hits June 16th. SpaceX acquires Cursor for $60 billion, one of the largest acquisitions of a venture-backed startup ever. But here's what's important. The founders don't celebrate. They don't take a victory lap. We're excited to work with SpaceX. Our mission doesn't change. We keep building. Because they understand what just happened. They weren't acquired because they were winning. They were acquired because they were fighting. Because they hit a wall that they couldn't climb alone. And SpaceX showed up with exactly what they needed. Computing resources from xAI's Memphis data center to credibility to restore developer trust. To the biggest partnerships in AI and space. To capital to hire the right people. To a mission bigger than faster coding. Now Cursor can solve the problems that were killing them. It's not a story of unblemished success. It's a story of builders who hit the wall, didn't get acquired by a bigger company, and got rescued by the exact partnership they needed. The lesson everyone draws from this? 4 MIT kids who left school, built a $29 billion company, and got acquired for $60 billion. That's the narrative. But the real story is about something else. It's about the difference between timing and luck. These founders had perfect timing twice. Timing 1. Launch in January 2023. LLMs were good enough. Copilot proved the market. But the experience was broken. They filled that gap. Timing 2. Nearly getting acquired by OpenAI in April 2025. They were wounded. They needed help. They said no. And then SpaceX IPO happened. The second timing wasn't luck. It was readiness. They were ready to recognize that when they hit a wall, the right partner showed up. And instead of being acquired by OpenAI and ceasing to exist, they became part of something bigger. SpaceX and xAI, the 2 most ambitious companies on Earth, combining forces with the fastest growing developer tool. That wasn't luck. That was recognizing the moment and moving before anyone else understood what was about to happen.